Hi friends, and welcome back to Rational Gamer YouTube channel. This is Evil MCs, and today I will tell you how to install Dualshock 3 controller on your PC, even Dualshock 4 controller. So I'm using Windows 10 and this is the cable which you need. It's called mini USB, and as you can see it's a bit wider on the both sides, and not to be confused with the micro USB cable. This is the mini USB cable. Mostly you use the micro USB cables for charging your phones and other accessories, but this one is micro USB. So just Google image the micro USB and get this cable. It's very cheap. Plus you need a Dualshock controller, Dualshock 3 or 4, whatever you prefer. But I have this original Sony Dualshock 3 controller for PlayStation 3, and I have removed the drivers for this controller as well, just to make this video. You can also see on your screen what the mini USB cable looks like, so you get the idea. Now it's time to plug in our controller using the USB port. I'm using the front USB port, and I will plug in the controller, and as soon as you plug it in, and if there are no drivers are installed, all these lights on the controller should be blinking like this. That means it's charging, but you cannot use it obviously. So what should we do next is open the devices and printers menu, or game controllers. If you are on Windows 10, you can search for controller options, or set up a USB game controller. Yeah, as you can see, this is under the game controllers. It says PlayStation 3 controller, so Windows recognized this device. Click properties, but if we move the controller buttons or press the buttons, it doesn't register it. So that is where the problem is. So you need to install the drivers, proper drivers. The best one out there are called SCP Toolkit, and you can Google it. I will also put the link to download this in the description of this video. Double click it and open the setup. It says checking for new version, and after that setup will run, and just go with the default location, or if you want to change the location, just do so. But I will check this box. I agree to the license terms and conditions, hit next, and just go with the default options. And here you can also choose the installation folder, change the installation folder as well, but I will go with the default folder, and as well as with the default components that setup provides. Click install. It will take few seconds to install, but after that is installed, you need to install the drivers as well. So I'm not using any Bluetooth adapter right now, as my motherboard in my desktop PC has a built-in Bluetooth. But if you are using a USB adapter, make sure you select that adapter when you are installing the driver in the next step. So click on this button, Run Driver Installer. So in the driver installation screen, make sure you select the first two options that says install Bluetooth driver and install Dualshock 3 driver. We don't need to select the install Windows service. That's already disabled if you are on Windows 10, and if you are using Windows 7 or below, make sure you check this one as well, install Xbox 360 controller driver, but it's already available in Windows 10 and later. So we don't need to check the install Dualshock 4 driver, but if you are obviously having a Dualshock 4 controller, you need to check this as well. So click this arrow to expand this, and from here search for your Bluetooth device You should know the name by going to the device manager, and I have Intel Wireless Bluetooth 4.0. Check this one in install Bluetooth driver, and where it says install DualShock 3 driver, expand this one as well, and from here just choose the PlayStation 3 controller, which is this one, PlayStation 3 controller, and click install. This will take few seconds, and once this is done, you can see a single blinking light on your controller. That means your controller is now working in Windows, and you can also use that wirelessly. The driver installation is still going on, and once it is done, you will hear some sound effects like a pop sound, and you will know your controller has been connected. We will wait for the installation to complete. It will only take few more seconds, and as you can see, multiple pop-ups are on the right side of your screen already, and they are gone. The installation should be done any moment now. We will wait for it. So these were the sound effects I was talking about, and as you can see, single light on your controller is blinking. That means it is now connected. To make sure of that, just press the window key and type in controller and open up the setup USB game controller option, and you can see here that it has listed your controller as Xbox 360 for Windows, because that's what this driver installation does. And if we click properties, you can see all the controls on your controllers are working. Now, to check this if it is working wirelessly, just unplug the USB cable now, and it should be connected like this. So it is working wirelessly now. Let's test this one. Just exit this screen, and I will run Devil May Cry 3 game to check if the controller is actually working. Yeah, as you can see, the controller is working. So that's how you make the DualShock 3 or DualShock 4 controller work within Windows in no time. Let's play this game and see if it actually working. Wow, so far so good. So hope you liked today's video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to Irrational Gamer. Goodbye.